Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping straight into making money from home, a topic lots of you seem interested in.
Yeah, and this is really driven by you, our listener.
Hmm.
We're using the sources you shared, which is fantastic.
Absolutely. And they cover, well, quite a range, don't they? Everything from tasks needing basically zero experience, all the way up to skilled creative work and online selling.
It's a real mix. So our mission, let's say, is to pull out the most promising, maybe the most interesting paths based specifically on what you sent us.
Okay, let's dive in. The sources, first up, mention some of the easier entry points, things where you don't need a ton of background.
Right, like online surveys, micro tasks, swag bucks, inbox dollars, Amazon Mechanical Turk were names that popped up.
Good.
Now, it's important to be realistic here. These probably won't replace a full-time income, but they are a simple way to maybe earn a little extra.
Manage expectations. Yeah, it's about the time you put in versus what you get out, I guess.
Exactly. Then there was the idea of just, well, selling stuff you have lying around the house.
Oh, yeah, the classic declutter and earn. eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, those platforms.
Pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
Clear out space, make some cash. Simple.
And sort of related, your sources also mention things like data entry or virtual assistant work, often on sites like Upwork or Freelancer.
Yes, that came up too. These tend to require a bit more, maybe consistency, but the potential earnings can be more substantial than surveys. Being reliable is key there.
Okay, so moving up a step maybe, what about leveraging skills people already have? Freelancing seemed like a big theme.
Huge theme. Writing, graphic design, coding, translation, even consulting. Platforms like Upwork again, Fiverr, Freelancer, they connect skilled people with jobs.
So if you've got a skill, these places are like the go-to starting point.
Seems that way based on the sources, yeah. It's about matching what you can do with what people need.
Yeah.
And virtual tutoring was another interesting one.
Ah, teaching online.
Right, teaching English specifically. Platforms like VIP Kid or Cambly were mentioned. Or academic subjects was Ant, Chegg tutors.
Using your knowledge directly. Makes sense. And not just teaching, but selling creative services too, like design work, video editing, even pre-made templates.
Exactly. That also fits under that skilled work umbrella, offering your creative talents directly.
Interesting. Okay, so shifting gears a bit. Content creation, that's always a hot topic. What did the sources say?
Well, YouTube and TikTok came up, naturally. Building an audience, it takes real effort and time.
Yeah, it's not overnight.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
But the payoff could be there through ads, brand deals, sponsorships, that kind of thing.
And it wasn't just video, right? There was mention of digital products.
Yes, creating things like ebooks or Notion templates, resume templates, things you make once and can sell over and over.
Yeah.
Etsy and Gumroad were cited as platforms for that.
Okay. And blogs too, the sort of classic online content model.
Yep. Starting a blog,
Mhm.
monetizing through ads, affiliate links, or maybe selling your own digital products directly from the blog. Consistency is really the name of the game there.
Right, consistently putting out valuable stuff. Okay, what about actually selling physical things, but maybe without filling your garage with inventory? E-commerce light, perhaps.
It's a good way to put it. Dropshipping came up using platforms like Shopify. You're basically the storefront,
Yeah.
but you don't handle the actual products or shipping.
Someone else does the fulfillment. Got it.
Exactly. And then there's print on demand. Services like Printful, Redbubble, you create designs for t-shirts, mugs, whatever,
Mhm.
and they only get printed and shipped when someone actually buys one. So very low risk in terms of holding inventory.
Right. And the more traditional model was also in there flipping, like finding stuff cheap and reselling it.
Yeah, thrift store flipping, basically. Finding deals at the thrift shops or online, then selling them for a profit on eBay, Poshmark, places like that.
A bit of treasure hunting involved there.
Yeah.
Okay, one last area the sources touched on. Actual remote jobs. Like being employed by a company but working from home.
Yes, customer support roles, chat agent jobs. Lots of companies hire remotely for those now. It can offer more stability than some freelance gigs.
Uh-huh. More predictable income.
Potentially, yeah. And for people with tech skills programming, IT support, quality assurance testing, lots of remote opportunities there too.
Okay. And transcription. Captioning.
That was mentioned as well.
Yep.
Platforms like Rev or Transcribe Me usually requires good listening skills and attention to detail.
So, wow, looking back at everything from the sources you shared, it's a really wide spectrum, isn't it?
It really is. From quick online tasks right through to skilled freelancing, building a content business, selling online, and finding actual remote employment. It covers a lot of ground.
It definitely shows there isn't just one way to make money from home. It depends so much on your skills, your interests, how much time you have.
Exactly. This deep dive just gives a snapshot based on the info provided.
So, maybe a final thought for everyone listening. Based on this overview, looking across all these possibilities, what one or two areas initially spark your curiosity? What might be worth exploring just a little bit more? Thanks for sharing your sources and joining us.